Hi. Have you been trying writing some professional exams like chartered accountancy or company secretary or any other professional exam, but you're not able to clear it? You have been trying it doing again and again, and somewhere now you are having a self doubt on yourself. You have lost your confidence. This video is for you. In this video, I'm not only going to share my journey, but also what were the lessons, what were the reasons for which I was failing, and what are the lessons I got. Hi, my name is Ajay Lunawat, and I'm a chartered accountant. That is the current stage of my life, but I want to share with you my story. In fact, I was an average student, nothing great till my school times. And even after that, everybody was talking about CA, so I also started writing CA foundations. And I wrote it three times, getting coaching from best places, but I never cleared it. Three times I failed in CA foundation. My family lost all the hope in me. My relatives said, "This is not what you are meant for. You should try something else." And I also thought, yeah, they are making what they're saying is right. But somewhere at the back of the mind, there was something incomplete and I wanted to do it. So after my graduation, when the option came that I can directly write the intermediate exam, that time it was called as P2, I wrote that exam and I again failed. So I thought, let me try it one more time. And I again wrote the exam and then again failed. This was a time when it was like three times I've failed in foundation, two times I'm failed in P2, and I really had all the reasons to doubt myself. But somewhere at the again somewhere there was a deeper inside or deep something was there which was driving me. And then at that time I tried to assess what is the reason that I'm not able to clear these exams. What is the reason that which is stopping me from clearing these exams? And when everybody other there are people who are able to clear it, and I figured out three things at that point of time, and I thought I need to apply it. The first thing which I figured out for myself was lack of focus. I was never focused, neither during my foundation days, neither during my first two attempts of intermediate. I was parallelly doing something, either a business or some kind of other distraction, or some kind of a mental story was going at the back of the mind. And that was the first hurdle I could identify for myself. The second hurdle which I identified was that I was not in the like minded community. My school friends were majorly either from medicine or from engineering. They were doing those courses, and somewhere or the other, I was more into touch with them, or my interactions were revolving around. It was not that it was not a healthy thing, but it was not fulfilling the purpose of a professional exam. So the second thing which I realized that I need to be amongst the community which have the same objective at the back of their mind. The third thing which I realized was I was not following the process. And there's a process where you prepare, where you practice, and where you realign yourself with your mindset. And I was not following that process. And one of the important thing I realized was what I was doing in this 2 or 3 hours when I was in the examination hall. When I relooked at everything, I took a conscious step. Step number one, the moment that intermediate results came out, the second time I have failed, I decided I will go to a hostel where people are studying for CA exam. I had been in that hostel, but this time I went with a lot of focus. I didn't carry any of the outfit which could allow me to go out. I carried minimum clothes with me, all the books, and that's it. So that was something which kept me focused that yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to be focused on. And that made a shift in the entire story for me. The second thing was I got into that community where people were in that process of writing the CA exams. I ensured that our discussions were more and more about the subjects. The third thing which I got into the process of preparation, alignment with practice. I ensured I spend a lot of time in practicing rather than just preparing. And then I developed a examination strategy for myself by practicing that strategy again and again, which if you like, I will be sharing in another video. With these three things, when I wrote that intermediate exam, I was not sure what would be the output, what would be the outcome, but I cleared both the groups of intermediate in that attempt. And that gave me the confidence of yes, I have really identified the reasons which were stopping me from succeeding in the exam. And then when I moved to the CA final, which was around 2.5 years after that, in the first attempt, I cleared both the groups and I got an All India rank too. Yes, I'm really fortunate and grateful to the God and the universe for giving me this result, to my parents, to everybody who taught me. At the same time, I want to share that the learnings which I had from my failures, which now I consider them as feedbacks, was most important thing. They told me that it is about focus, it is about the community, and it is about the process, which is very important. And this is what I wanted to share with you in this video. So if you think that if your reasons are somewhere aligned in either of these three brackets or there is something else, I would request you not to consider your results as a failure, but consider this as a feedback and try to find how you can work on that feedback and you can try again. It might not happen that again you might succeed, but at least if you look at it, you will have a lesson. And please consider your failures as a feedback. In fact, I started thinking, oh, my life is over. I'm not able to clear this exam. What will I do in my life? If I don't become a CA, it is nothing. In fact, I want to tell you one more thing that I cleared my CA final in 2006. Till 2012 only, I was more into the zone of into the CA profession. After that, I moved into academics. And for almost like last 13, 14 years, I'm into academics. So this feedback mechanism helped me to adapt as my career pathway to things which were more of my callings, which were more aligned to my values, to my desires. So I would request you to reconsider your failures as a feedback and look at it. And please share in your comments if you want any further insights from my experiences, which I can share with you, which can be helpful to you. I will be more than happy to serve you. Till the next video, thank you so much for taking out your time. God bless you. And please relook at your failure just as a feedback and take lessons from it. Thank you, thank you, thank you once again.